to go for the high point things, this was the highest at 90 if you got all of the rungs, but we didn't know that at first. And so we were trying to do that first, and then we realized that we would have to collect all of the rungs. So we decided to go for the easier, less points objects, and the easier high point objects, which are this one, pulling that, collecting this, and pushing our apprentice ship over, spinning the wheel, and taking a shot.
Okay, so it's pretty ambitious. So quite a few tasks. So how many tasks does your robot normally complete? Does it
Well,
do
about
most of
6
these?
of those.
Our first goal was to get all of these because we had just started, and so we didn't know how ambitious that was. And then as we went along, we decided this is going to be a bit too hard to do all of them, and so we narrowed it down to the higher points. And after the higher points, we realized that some of them were just going to be too difficult to do in the amount of time that we had. And so then we decided, well, if we do it this way, then we can get multiple tasks at once, and we can get this certain amount of points. So our first goal was too ambitious, and so we just decided to narrow it down to what we could.
Okay, fair enough.
Do you want to go ahead and show us one of your programs?
Yes, sure. I'll just turn it
That's
on.
fine.
So while he's powering up, tell us a little bit about the different attachments, and we'll hold this door up for you. Don't worry.
If you're going to do the door, let us know. We hold
Okay.
for you. If you're going to do
Same
the
with this,
search
we'll have to
engine-
hold some of it down.
Okay.
Don't worry about that.
So tell us about the design.
So,
Yeah.
what we had is, we were told that we had a max of 4 motors, including the ones we drive on. So we have this motor here, and this motor here, and this. So our attachments are, we've got the arm for the door, and then just through here is for that one. The whole robot is pretty much to turn this.
And our goal with the attachments was to be most efficient with them, so that way we could do multiple things with one attachment, and so that way we didn't have to come back and forth and reattach new things.
Okay.
So our plan with this robot, and we've seen it work before, we don't know if it'll work now.
That's fine.
But our plan with this is to have it go forward, turn this, pick that up, pull that back, get the rung from that, and come back to base. And from there, we'll switch attachments and hopefully go and do a couple more.
Well, let's
Okay,
do
great.
a 1, 2, 3, let go. Do you want me to hold the door up?
Yeah.
Whenever you're ready.
So that was our door program. Right here.
I think it was already pulled, so.
Okay.
Maybe
Yeah,
then
that's
no
fine. I
problem
think
with
you're
that,
right. We
yeah.
just make sure that was it.
So turn around.
That lowers down.
Yeah, it's a little off.
Come back and it's back to base.
The base all on its own. Nice.
So then this is Kate's program.
We're gonna do that one next.
Okay, I need to hold that down.
So can you describe to me how the robot knows when to turn, how he is navigating?
We're actually not using the ultraviolet sensor. We're actually doing it by programming and open to.
So
we're doing it by
we
sensors.
used
So
the
just by
measurements.
counting the number of turns of the wheels.
and we used the ultrasonic for the door.
Okay.
And I think we tried at first to use the ultrasonic for this one, but it was too unreliable.
Yeah. We tried to use the color sensor for the goal as well, but unfortunately there were too many colors around to go, so it sends the wrong colors.
So that looks like you changed that to the
Yes.
It should be
So-
very long. Yeah, if that's
So-
what you're going to do, then yes.
This is the one we plan to use for the one over there. And we switched it out since we can only have 4 motors on.
Okay.
So we switched it for this one, and this is
So, yes, it's really quick. So there's, how many motors are on it right now?
4.
And this makes 5?
No, we switched them off.
Right.
So
So this makes the total 4 with this one?
so
Or are there-
1, 2, 3, 4, and then when we switch, we take this one out and put this one on.
I'm not 100% sure, but
You may want
before you go to the competition table, I recommend looking at the rules because I think you get 4 motors at
On
the
the
table.
table.
total.
Okay.
So that may be counted as the 5th motor, so I would double check that.
Yeah,
Thank
even
you
though
for
it's
telling
not
us.
using that.
Okay.
Just double check that.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. Hey,
Nice.
it even went
That's
in, very
fine.
nice.
Awesome.
That's great.
And
Hey, and then what happens? Does it come back or-
that's where
So you
our
normally have to pick it up
Yeah.
then and take it back, so that's no
Okay.
problem. So what's your favorite part of the robot? What's the coolest feature that you think maybe nobody else did something quite like?
I really like. Well, I love what Kate has done with the robotic or the
ball.
the
Throwing
catapult.
board,
The
yeah.
catapult. I really like the way he got that there, and
Kind of seemed like a pretty simple change. I mean,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
not too long to
Yeah.
switch attachments, so that's important too.
Like we said before, our goal is to have the least amount of attachments possible, and so.
What is this gray bar for?
Okay, so it didn't work properly. But so our plan, we had this right here. When this comes around, and we hopefully get this one,
Yeah.
we pull it back. When it turns around, it comes through, and we use this to push this.
The ram bar to push this guy.
We lower this down, and it pushes it in. Pulls that out.
Brilliant. You're using the back of the robot.
That's very efficient.
Well
Yeah, I mean, that's.
designed. Really good.
Thank you.
So as far as your programming in general goes, I'm assuming you don't have printouts or the computer here, right?
No.
We have a computer,
Right, that's fine. So you used measurements to determine where it goes, how much does it go, and it turns.
Yeah.
Are you using any sensor? You're using the ultrasonic for the door.
The door. Yeah.
Okay. For anything else?
No.
Okay.
And we tried to for a couple of those things. It didn't work out very well.
Inside of your code, you use a lot of, do you have comments and stuff that describe the various locations inside the program? Like
So
you
for-
can add small comment blocks like that say, oh, this is like approximately what's happening in the program at that time.
we were unaware that we could add on comment blocks,
Oh,
so we were.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great thing, especially if you're showing it to a group of judges, because then, you know, even if you don't know if I don't know the program very well, I can still sort of tell what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it makes it kind of a cookie crumb for you guys when you're programming. You can quickly jump to that spot
Yeah.
in the program.
And make the changes required.
That's a good idea. Thank you for telling us about this.
We will use that in the future.
Okay.
You guys did a great job describing your program,
Yeah.
describing your design,
Very efficient.
and right up to the right time. So I think. Thank you for sharing.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, and all the very best.
Good luck. Good luck today. Yeah, you too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What
Good luck.
fun handshakes too.